So hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm just sitting here on the couch doing a little rigging up here. Um, got a couple of things just picked up from the store, and it's interesting because I've been doing mostly just bass fishing um, for the longest time, and uh, originally I was doing a lot of trout fishing, and I just got back into trout fishing. Um, I went the other weekend and I hooked into a good rainbow under a bridge, and I tell you, I mean, it got my heart pumping, and I just been wanting to get out trout fishing ever since. It's been a while since I've been, so I just went out to the store. It's funny because I actually was going grocery shopping and was actually hungry, so I went in and decided to pick up a bunch of lures. Got me a new reel, got a couple new baits here, some lures, and I'm going to go through these rods here, rig up a couple more things. Um, that rod over there, I don't know if you can see it, the one over there. Well, one of them I broke off this weekend, and it's got braid on there. I need to put a new leader on it. I just replaced the reel on the other rod, and the one right here, um, this is junk. If you look at my videos, I've got a it's the one I did. I think it's the first reel review I did. It's this piece of junk right here. I'm telling you, the reason why is because this original reel that come on the rod, uh, I have a bad habit of not closing this bail by hand, and I close it with the crank. I broke the spring, so I just found this little cheap $10 reel on eBay. Bought it. Turns out it's Jin Lee. It's a Chinese. It's a piece of junk. I hate it. So I just picked up another. It's cheap, but not good quality. I mean, it's a lot better reel. It is, you know, not top of line, but it's really durable. It'll do me just fine. I'm gonna set this up kind of like an ultralight situation, and I'm gonna go through and put some new line on it and put it on. But I thought I'd just jump on here and make a little quick video. Just have some pizza and hanging out here. I got picked up a bunch of spinners, um, and I've actually been losing a lot of spinners here lately too. So that's that's the thing. I've been fishing in the river, and it's got a lot of places that are really good, swift moving, fast current. And you get out there with those spinners, and they drift over into apparently there's a pretty good amount of trees in Smith River, and I found a lot of them. Interesting thing is, I didn't even know this, but Walmart's got these little Ozark Trail spinners for like $1. So, hey, it ain't nothing wrong with only spending $1 versus a $4, $5 rooster tail Panther Martin, throwing this thing out there and losing it. So, I mean, I can see already. Here's a good tip for you. I don't know if you can see that, but at the beginning of that loop before the spinner, actually it is not straight. And that comes into the details of tuning the lure. And pair of pliers like this, or actually this one you could do anything like needle nose, whatever. You can actually go through and tune these, and it's not as critical in something like this, more critical in a crankbait, but you can actually tune those hoops and get them straightened back out. Ask me how I know that. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on with me. See this? This is just steel shafts right here because I actually um, make my own spinners. Not these, of course. I just picked up a bunch so I can have something to throw. I mean, I've got to order some parts to do that, but I got a thing of treble hooks, split rings, and that wire. Of course, these are not needle nose. These are round loop pliers for making those loops. But yeah, here's the thing: you can make a bunch if you have the time. If you're like a DIY kind of person, you like this kind of thing, you can make. Oh God, I've got 25 shafts there. I've got 20 hooks here. For the price, now it varies because there's so many different ways you can do it. But I think I can make about 10 to 15 for the price of one rooster tail by the time I buy all the parts, and you make them all out there. It's about like that, but it varies depending on what you put on it and your lure bodies and things like that. But I just want to show you real quick. If you turn this camera around, you can see that I just Couple spinners here. There's the pliers I just showed you. I picked those up because, like I said, I make these myself, but I lost my pliers, so I had to pick up another pair. Those are $4.97 at Walmart. Got one of these old little Rebel crawfish, like a crankbait style with a bill. I've had a lot of luck with these in the river for trout. So yeah, I want to pick up a couple more of those. And these, like I said, these little spinners, these ones are cheap. I do have a few more here. I have a small bag here just for trout fishing. Right down here. If you see my video, like over here, that's my big one from Cabela's. You know, I've got that one just for bass, and this one's from Walmart. It says Art Trail as well. It's made practically the same way. Sorry about that. My camera's about dead. Had to charge it. And you know, I've got a little tackle tray here of some. See all these spinners in here. You know, these are all Rooster Tails or Panther Martins. I want to show you guys. I know some of you. I'm sure you've seen these things, but I'm gonna tell you what. I've not, honestly, where have I been, right? I've not really seen these. They're called Joe's Flies. And these things are pretty awesome, I'm going to tell you. Because this is pretty much like an actual fly. If I can hold that thing steady or straight. It's like a fly. Just focusing pretty good. It's like a fly, but it's got a, I guess you could call it like a treble hook trailer behind the actual fly. And it's got a small spoon. One cool thing about these, I think I'm getting too close to the camera. That's not permanently wrapped. I don't think I'm focusing at all. But anyway, this thing here is not permanently wrapped. That thing is done a lot like a snap swivel. And you could actually take that fly off there if you really wanted to. If something happened to it and you need to replace it, I want to show you guys that. It's in my trout arsenal. These things are just, they're awesome. I always have a couple of these little baby Rebel plugs, kind of like a small jerk bait, real tiny. I've noticed that brown trout like to hit those things. Maybe just here, or maybe just these trout are crazy, but I tell you, I don't know. I haven't been trout fishing at that much as I have been in the past years, but I'm wanting to get back into it. A little broken back, small jerk bait, and again, I was just trying to show you the difference. You know, I got a Rooster Tail rainbow trout color right there. And you can see the difference. You know, these things are just $1, but I'm telling you, if I lose them out there in that river like I'm talking about, stumps and trees everywhere, I don't care. I'll spend $1. Like I said, just the front of these, you know, you get what you pay for sometimes. $1. Like I said, the front of those loops are not lined up with the shaft. And I don't know if really that's going to make a heck of a lot of difference because, you know, see, these ones are, they're a lot straighter. I don't think it's going to zoom. We're going to focus, but just wanted to get on here real quick. And, you know, this is actually my first live. My channel's, it's been growing a lot. I do have the GoPro ordered. By the way, it's on its way. And that'll help out a lot because, excuse me, I've been just forced to just catch fish and then, you know, record and film them as I catch them on the bank. So I know that's not quite as exciting. Just like the other weekend, I went out fishing and I caught that huge rainbow trout and he broke off right in front of me, right at the bank. Lost him. So if I would have had a GoPro, I would have liked to watch that again, honestly. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here and just want to jump on here real quick and do a little, you know, a little live. And I'm sitting here on the couch relaxing, just had some pizza. Got to put on this new reel here, put it on that rod and get that thing strung up and, you know, arrange all these baits, put them in a tray, tuck them away, and whoever's on and whoever's tuned in, appreciate you watching. Go check out my channel, Kevin Rev Fishing and Outdoors. Hope to see you next time pretty soon, and everybody have a great day. Thanks.